Time to get into a fresh bite, coos. I quite like the fact that calves can just nick under the fence and they can get to the fresh grass, the best grass. Lime spreader didn't enjoy that hill. Oh, who's just caught a wire? Oh, they love it. Fresh bite. Here come the other batch of them. So they've had access to all of that bit. There's a wee bit around the corner on our way up that field. And now they're shifting into a 72 metre by 500 metre strip here. How long they'll take to chew that away, I don't know. There's not oceans of grass. I'm just getting started on this rotational grazing thing. You can see quite clearly I've stripped that pretty bare and there's a lot more grass on the right. I've taken that probably further than it should go. He's taking his sweet time. I hope it's not because he's sore. So all being well, these coos will be on here for 5 days and then they'll be on the next bit for 5 days and then they'll be back at the start, the first block they started on. The last of the stragglers just coming down to do the grass. Just realised there's no front weight on the front of this tractor. Hopefully it'll be alright. It's just 2 hectares. Harvey's all set. We'll get this rolled. It's doing an okay job. There's loads of big clumps and clods from the root systems of the reeds. There's loads of that, but they'll all wither away and disappear. He's doing this and then he's doing the sunflowers that we have resown because some of them haven't germinated. Crows have killed the rest. Wasn't really on the ball when the sunflowers were going in, was at other stuff, so they're going in again and we'll do them right this time. This is where the rollers have been, sorry about the wind. So yeah, it's you wouldn't be wanting to take silage off of this, but it's just grazing ground. It'll be fine. And obviously I've told him to avoid the wet bits, which he knows where they are because he helped pull Kev out. The stour off of a traditionally very non-stoury area, a bog. Good morning, cattle to shift and a headstock on a forklift to change, or a carriage, whatever you want to call it. We've had rain! The window's wet. Started raining last night at about 9:30. Probably rained till about midnight. So one of the pens down at yard 3 we're going to shift up to here, into this pen now it's empty. Keep going. Oh! So there's another probably 5 or 6 loads to shift. So Dad and Harvey are just going to do that this morning. I just need to nip round all the coos that are outside and then Kev and I are going to be changing the headstock on the forklift. One of the forklifts anyway. Just shifting these coos into a new bit of grass. This is the rotational grazing field for this block. The experiment. Fresh bite of grass for them. Right, that headstock's coming off, one of them's going on. That's the plan anyway. Q-fit switch to pin and cone. Just taking these forks off. I absolutely detest this Q-fit headstock. It is, especially with the forks mounted in it. Oh, I hate it. Hopefully it's not. So it's just 2 pins. This headstock's only had 250 odd hours of use, so this should be fairly easy to come out. Oh, that's easy. Yeah, that was way easier than I thought. Just needing this wee machine to shift the headstocks about. This machine's so handy. It's good being electric because obviously there's no fumes in this store. We probably charge it maximum once every 2 weeks. It's probably more like once every 3 weeks, maybe even a month. It should be alright though.
Wiggle fast enough.
It should wiggle, yes. We've got a bit of play in the forklift if needs be. This hole's the right spot, just about spot on. So. Should be on the step, on the other side. Go a little bit that way. Touch that way.
Do it.
The oil pipes took a wee bit of negotiating to get them all right. We also put a valve on here which came with the headstock, which we've realised we don't actually need, but it's on now. And I think we're all good. Right, we've kind of got spaghetti junction here, but we think it should work. Just check it all works and nothing leaks. Done. Right, that forklift is changed. 2-pin and cone. Nothing leaks at the moment. I just need to figure out how you use the third service without, because there's a button in the cab for safety so that these pins can't accidentally be flicked out. But I can't figure out how to use the third service without that safety button being pressed. That one's set up now. Harvey's just brought that forklift along the road, so we're going to put those tyres onto this forklift because this one here is kind of always going to be on concrete mainly. These tyres can go along the road to yard 2, a rougher yard and doing dung and a bit more field stuff. So those tyres will suit that. Those tyres suit the concrete. So Kev's just going to make a start at that once we've had some lunch. A little bit more. 2 done, 2 to go. They are very tight. I need to check the book for what they need torqued up to, but quite a lot by how much it's taken to take them off. The only downside to this way we're doing it is there's obviously going to be older rims on the newer forklift, but I'm not too worried about that. The paint is starting to go on these ones. You can see.
You've not got yours on yet?
No, not yet. I've not got as much experience as you, Kev. One more.
One more.
Harvey's back with the attachments from Tullibard and Smitty. I said to paint them all just in JCB yellow, but I thought they would have painted that one in black. Bell grab's been done. Old dung grab's been done, although we could probably do with putting new teeth on it. We'll do that ourselves in time. So we've got another 7 attachments to go. big grain bucket, another bale grab, a bale spike, an auger bucket. What else? There's 2 other things kicking about. Bag lifter, and there's something else I can't remember. These forks have been done, so yep, perfecto. I have been advised with a pin and cone you want to make sure and drop out of it before you start to twist your headstock, because you can start to bend those mounts. That's fine, perfect. We need to extend these hoses to a bracket on here. We'll need to make a bracket that goes into those pre-tapped holes for something that's got a service on it, like sort of bale grab or whatever. That's easy enough to do. Take those ends off, get hoses about that length, put those ends on the hoses here. Rollers have a slow puncture and we're going to swap them round because you can see they're wearing quite heavily on the inside. So swap them about. They'll start wearing a bit more on the stuff that's got decent tread. And we'll get that slow puncture fixed while we're at it. While we're at this, there's a little bit of movement there in that bearing. So we've opened it up and it's just a split pin with a castle nut on it. Tighten that up a wee bit, put the split pin back in. That should take up the slop. And imagine the other side's exactly the same. Harvey's found a leak. Just obviously not sealing fully on the rim here. See the bubbles coming up. Just taking these lug nuts off, and Kay's been at the gym. Jeez, that's tight. Whoever tightened them in the Stewart factory. Thank you. Cut a bit of box section there. That's fairly heavy stuff. That'll be 5mm, relatively heavy. Just going to shove that up the box section, weld it round that seam, weld the box section onto this plate and bolt that plate onto a big breaker we've got. It's not a breaker, it's a drawbar off of a trailer, but it'll do the job. I can't believe that sheared clean off. We weren't even bouncing on it, I was just pulling it down the way. We had a good length of breaker on it, all of that. The plate will bolt onto there. They are solid, they're fairly roosty as well, so I'm gonna get some penetrating fluid on them tonight to soak. And then hopefully that new bit of makeup will do the job. Also managed to shear this smaller breaker bar earlier, doing the forklift. Brilliant. We're just too flipping strong, that's it. Bubba bing, bubba boom. It's a bit rough, but it'll do the job. Right, this is the pen of Beast, Dad and Harvey shift this morning, so there's 27 in there. Was it 29? One of the 2 anyway. There's 2 going away on Wednesday for ourselves, so we need to get them weighed. I need to get that side weighed. That's the heaviest one, so 2 of them will be going, but at the same time we'll weigh the lot. They've not been weighed since basically weaning, so it'd be good to get some weights off them, see the weight gains, hopefully a decent average. And that lot haven't been weighed for, could be about a month now, so we'll get them weighed as well. Dad's chucked one in here because it's got a huge lump. See that? Jeez, I think that's all a build up of fluid of some sort, so I'm going to get this beast in here. There's some food for it. Look, you see that big lump?
Yeah.
It's huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's got a bash and it's got a little bit of fluid build up in there.
Yeah.
Put a needle in it, see if any fluid comes out, but we need to get it in here first, which is easier said than done. Good looking beast otherwise. I think lots of fluid will come out.
I think a wee bit of fluid.
That's a calf. Well, it's a big calf. But it was born last year. It's not blood, it's just like fluid, but it's got a little tinge of blood. It's got a little bit of blood in it. It's draining away. Looks like a massacre, but it's just a huge pocket of fluid. The needle worked a little bit, but it was just blocking up because it's such a small opening. So in the end, I just made a wee incision with a Stanley knife, and it allowed it to drain out much faster. The beast was amazingly quiet, hardly felt a thing. Gave it a jag of Metacam as well and some antibiotics just to avoid picking up infection. Give it a bit of blue spray and we'll just keep an eye on it. A hematoma, basically it's had a bash of some sorts, not sure what's happened where it's been fighting. And then there's been a build up of fluid in that pocket and we just need to be able to drain it and get it out. So keep an eye on it. It should recover just fine, but it might take quite a while. First proof of the recipe book is in. So this is all to be sieved through and decided upon if it's all right and if anything needs changed and whatnot. Images. I'm going to show you one random page. I don't know what it's going to be. Pudding or... Oh, it's just some images. Some scones. Scone. Do you like it, Rory?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, tumble. You okay? Yeah, he's fine. There you go. Pre-orders, link below. They'll be shipped out when? September?
Yeah. Yeah.
September.
Yes, September.
There you go, all your recipes, Mum.
You be back.
Good!
There's one up there. See one up there.
How many cows?
One up there.
One up there. Moo.
And more there.
Yeah, there's more over there.
And more here.
Do you like cows? Rory? You like cows? Do you like sheep? You like sheep?
Look out. They get sick. Look out. They get sick.
Come on, cows, move.
Come on, come on.
Get out the way.
Out there.
Move.
Move.
Get out the way.
Get out there.
She's having a pee. A wee wee.
On the grass.
On the grass.
Yes.
On the grass. Rory, what do cows eat? Grass. Yeah, that's it. Grass. Is your name Rory? Aye, so it is.